The information shared on the Self-Care with Gene Edelman podcast, including the Kitchen with Gene series, is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult your doctor or qualified healthcare professional before beginning any diet or nutrition plan to ensure it is appropriate for your individual health needs and circumstances.
Hi, I'm Gene Edelman. For decades, I've been a student of the healing arts: Reiki, traditional Chinese medicine, homeopathy, acupuncture, plant-based, and macrobiotic cooking. Join me on this journey and hear my thoughts of the week. Welcome back to the kitchen. This episode, we're going to talk about fire, flavor, and the ancient ritual of cooking outdoors. Welcome to the kitchen. Or perhaps today, welcome to the fire. There's something ancient that awakens inside of us when food is cooked outdoors. The smell of the smoke drifting through the evening air, the sound of the wood crackling, the glow of flames dancing against familiar faces gathered close together. Even now, in our modern world of air fryers, delivery apps, and hurried meals eaten over laptops, people still gather around the fire. We grill, it's that time of year. We barbecue. We roast marshmallows. We cook in a cast iron over glowing coals. We linger outside longer than we planned, and somehow it feeds more than hunger. Today we're talking about the ancient ritual of cooking over fire, the evolution into modern barbecue culture, and why outdoor cooking continues to nourish something deep within the human spirit. So settle in close to the warmth and let's begin. Fire was our first kitchen, long before the kitchens that we know. Long before kitchens had countertops and refrigerators and copper pans and dishwashers, there was fire. Anthropologists believe the discovery of cooking over fire transformed human history. Fire made food safer, more digestible, more nourishing. But it also did something else. It gathered people together. The fire became the center of the community, a place for storytelling, protection, music, teaching, and connection. Imagine ancient evenings thousands of years ago, people sitting beneath the stars, tending flames, roasting roots, grains, fish, or meat while sharing the events of the day. The first dinner tables were circles around the fire. And perhaps somewhere inside of us, we still remember this. Why does fire feel so sacred? There's something deeply primal about fire. We don't simply look at it, we experience it. It warms and softens our body. The light draws our attention. The movement quiets the mind. And cooking over fire requires presence. We cannot rush the flames. We tend to them, we watch them, and we adjust them. Outdoor cooking invites us back into the relationship with time. And maybe that's one reason why we love it so much. In everyday life, many meals are rushed and we're constantly distracted. But around a grill or a campfire, people slow down naturally. Someone turns the vegetables, someone checks the heat, someone tells a story while the smoke curls into the evening sky. Cooking itself becomes part of the gathering. The evolution into barbecue culture. Today, outdoor cooking takes many forms around the world. Barbecue is a tradition rooted in community, celebration, and regional flavors. Slow and low smoking techniques transform tougher cuts of meat into tender meals full of depth and care. In places like Texas and North Carolina, Kansas, and Memphis, the barbecue evolved into something almost ceremonial. Families guard recipes, sauces become signatures, and smoke became memory. And around the world, there are cultures that develop their own outdoor cooking traditions. Argentina, Korean barbecue, the Middle Eastern kebabs, island cooking over open pits, vegetables roasting directly on the embers. Different flavors, different histories, but the same essential experience: people gathering around heat and food together. So why does food taste different when we cook it outdoors? Have you ever noticed that food somehow just tastes better? Maybe it's part of the science. The fire creates the caramelization, the smoke adds complexity, and the heat transforms flavor into something beautiful. But I think there's something emotional happening too. When we eat outdoors, our nervous system relaxes. The fresh air awakens our senses. Conversation flows differently, and we become more present. Even simple food feels elevated outside. Corn on the cob or potatoes wrapped in foil, grilled peaches, fresh bread near the fire, something warm, crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Nothing better. Outdoor cooking engages all of our senses. Sense of smell, we are smelling the smoke. Our hearing, we are hearing the crackle of the flame. We are feeling the cool evening air against our skin. It becomes an experience rather than simply consumption. The fire and our community. One of the most beautiful things about outdoor cooking is that it naturally creates participation. Even for those that never participate in the kitchen, they somehow want to help when there's a barbecue involved. People gather, someone chops the herbs, people pour drinks, someone tends to the fire, someone sneaks a taste from the grill. The meal becomes communal, and the community itself is deeply healing. The reason some of our strongest memories happen around fires is because we remember our family cookouts and our summer evenings and our camping trips and our celebrations and our neighborhood barbecues. Food tastes different when it carries memory. The outdoor cooking often creates memories effortlessly because people stay longer and they linger. No one rushes away from a glowing fire. I think we all crave simplicity. Modern life can feel incredibly complicated, but outdoor cooking strips things back to the essentials: the fire, the food, the people, and nature. There's relief in the simplicity. Even preparing food outdoors changes our energy. Again, we notice the weather, the wind, the sunset, the smoke, the smell of the cedar or the charcoal. We become part of the environment instead of separated from it. And perhaps that's something many people are longing for right now: reconnection, not only in nature, but with ourselves. Today, outdoor cooking has become far more creative and expansive. Vegetables become extraordinary over the fire. Imagine some charred zucchini with lemon, smoky mushrooms, blistered peppers, grilled romaine lettuce, and peaches caramelized over the flame. Even bread cooked outdoors feels ancient and comforting. And the cast iron cooking over the fire has returned beautifully. Stews, cobblers, beans, cornbread. There's something deeply satisfying about one-pot meals simmering slowly over an open sky. It reminds us that cooking does not need to be elaborate to feel meaningful. At its heart, outdoor cooking is about more than the recipes. It's ritual. It's lighting that fire. It's stacking the little kindling and the wood in the grill. It's preparing the food. It's gathering the people close by, sharing our stories. The ritual matters because they anchor us. In uncertain times, simple repeated acts create belonging and comfort. Maybe this is why we continue to return to the outdoor cooking generation after generation. Because somewhere deep inside of us, fire still means safety, nourishment, togetherness, and home. So, in closing, dear friends, perhaps tonight or sometime soon, you'll light a grill or build a small fire. Nothing elaborate, just enough to gather. Maybe you roast some vegetables or toast some bread or simmer something slowly. And maybe while the fire crackles, you remember that humans have done this for thousands upon thousands of years. And cooking outdoor connects us across time, to our ancestors, to nature, and to each other. And maybe what we hunger for most is not only food, but connection, warmth, and presence. A place to gather beneath the sky and share something simple together. Next week on The Kitchen with Jean, we're exploring traditional Chinese medicine and the healing foods of August. Late summer's calling us back to simple, grounding nourishment, and nature has given us exactly what we need. Join me and let's eat with the season. Join me next week on The Kitchen with Jean. I thank you for sitting by the fire with me today. Until next time, may your meals be nourishing, your gatherings heartfelt, and your kitchen, wherever it may be, filled with warmth and light. Have a beautiful week, my friends.